matter how you feel. It is easy to serve or worship God when things are going great in your life. But circumstances are not always pleasant. The deepest level of service or worship is praising God in spite of pain, thanking God during a trial, trusting Him when tempted, surrendering while suffering, and loving Him when He seems distant. I remember 22 years ago when I prayed to the Lord with sincerity. When I had a court case, it happened September 25, 1989. I was with the Narcotics Command assigned in Camp Crame. On that day, September 25, 1989, nung ako'y umuwi ng bahay, nakita ko maraming media at nagkakagulo sa bahay ko sapagkat my 8-year-old son have played with my gun at naitutok sa mukha ng katulong at napatay. Yung baril na nagamit niya, hindi ko service pistol. It was my extra gun without a license. I was charged with illegal possession of firearms and ammunition, and I was charged with homicide through negligence. I was detained, and inside the detention, I learned to pray from the heart because I believe that God sometimes put us in the dark in order to show us that He is the light. Natuto ako nung ako madapa. Dahil sa ako umaattend ng court hearing, nangako ako sa Diyos na kung ako'y bibigyan niya ng pagkakataon, paglilingkuran ko siya ng buong buhay sapagkat kung ako matutuluyan sa kaso habang buhay ako sa loob ng kulungan. He heard my prayer. In Mark 11:24, I give you my word. If you are ready to believe whatever you ask in prayer, believe and it shall be given to you. Tunay nga po na ang Diyos walang imposible. Umaattend ako ng hearing twice a month. Nung magkaroon ng resolution sa aking kaso, hinipo niya ang complainant at iniurong ang habla sa akin. And that happened 22 years ago. And I decided to serve the Lord up to now. Nung bago po ako sa gawaing ito, kami nauhaw ng aking asawa at kami nagpunta ng San Carlos Seminary upang magsaliksik ng salita ng Diyos. My wife and I are product of the Catholic lay evangelist ng Archdiocese of Manila. Kumuha kami ng formation sa Lay Formation Center and we became Catholic lay evangelist of the Archdiocese of Manila. Ako'y naimbitahan magsalita, magbigay ng retreat at recollection sa Isabela. Dahil sa pagka-high sa spirito, niliteral ko ang pangako ng Diyos sa Matthew. Niliteral ko. Nakalagay doon, do not bring anything, neither gold, nor silver, nor copper in your belt, no traveling bag, no change of shirt. Only your absolute faith. So nung ako'y pumunta ng Isabela, ang dinala ko, pamasahe lang. Kasi niliteral ko eh. Pagkatapos kong mag-talk, binigyan ako ng 2 bayong na gulay at sumakay ako ng bus at inabutan ako ng isang sobre na ang kapal ng envelope. Sabi ko, napaka-generous ng tao rito. Nung sumakay ako sa bus, after 1.5 hour, nag-punch na yung konduktor at pagkatapos mag-punch, siningil kami. Binuksan ko yung envelope na akala ko stipend, puro prayer request. Sabi ko, Diyos ko, huwag kang magbiro. Lord, huwag kang magbiro, Isabela to. Maglalakad ang manggagawa mo. And because of the pride, because I'm only 6 months old as an evangelist, because of my pride, I went down the bus at naglakad ako. Brothers and sisters, 3 oras at kalahati ako naglakad sa kahabaan ng highway ng hating gabi. Kumakanta ako, sabi ko, Lord, kaya pala konti ang kaibigan mo. Kasi hindi ka nagpaparamdam na buhay ka. Nagdadasal ako sa loob ng 3 oras at kalahati. Dumadaan na iba-ibang sasakyan pero hindi ko pinapansin. Hanggang sa may dumaan na sasakyan after 3 hours and a half, isang kotse na binaba ang bintana ang sabi, Brother Chito, speaker ka, di ba? Sabi ko, oo, speaker ako. So doon lang naramdaman ko na kahit malayo siya, nariyan siya. Namatayan ako ng anak in my 22 years. Kahit naghihingalo ang anak ko, may commitment ako na hindi ko mabitawan sapagkat siyempre nakakaya mag-drop ng commitment last 2 minutes. Tama po ba? Lalo na kung mag-iimbita sa'yo, kura paroko, parokya, o kaya obispo. Tapos pag may mangyayaring abirya ngayong gabi, hindi ako makakaalis bukas. Totoo yung sinasabi, those who love their father, those who cannot leave their father, mother, brothers, and sisters, cannot be my follower. Naghihingalong anak ko. Masakit sa loob kong iwanan ng anak ko. Humanly speaking. But because of the conviction, tumutuloy ako. Lord, kailangan palang magsakripisyo. Ganito ba? Ganito ba maglingkod? 2007, namatay ang aking asawa. Nung siya'y malapit ng mamatay, ang sabi niya, huwag kang magka-cancel ng appointment mo. Tumuloy ka. Mahirap mangaral ng salita ng Diyos na mamamatay ang mahal mo sa buhay. Lord, ganito ba ang maglingkod? Ganito ba? Pero naniniwala ako, no one can separate us from the love of God basta nandun ang pag-ibig ng Diyos sa puso mo. Uunahin mo siya sapagkat alam mo, pag inuna mo siya, He will take care of everything. My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, to mature my relationship with God, I know He will test it with periods of seeming separations. Times when it feels as if has abandoned or forgotten me. St. John of the Cross referred these days of spiritual dryness, doubt, the dark night of the soul, and Henry Nouwen called them the ministry of absence. Kaya nga po, naniniwala po ako, it is a test of faith. One, we all must face. Tanong, will you continue to love, trust, obey, and worship God even when you have no sense of His presence or visible evidence of His work in your life? My God, why have you forsaken me? Pagpalain nawa tayo ng dakilang Diyos.
I could touch you, I'd heal your broken parts. If I could hold you in my arms, I'd call the soft breeze to caress your weary arms. I'd call the moonbeam to dispel this darkest night. Touch you, I would. If I could hear you, your words of anguish, if you just whisper in my ear, the silence raining down your heart, but no man sees. If you just call me, I would sing, oh flaming hope I sing. If I could hear you, if I could hear you, I would. Long have I waited for you to hear my cry. Long have I waited for you to answer my prayer. What you do to your brethren, you do it for me. I am in the brokenness and woundedness of man. Long have I waited for you to hear the cry. Long have I waited for you to answer my plea. What you do to your brethren, you do it for me. I am in the brokenness and woundedness of man. If I could touch you, you could touch me. I'd heal